Oh, what's up? What's up? You know that sound? It's time for the 60 Frames No Lag podcast with your host. Oh, snap. What the hell? What the hell is all that noise? Oh, what the? They got a little commercial. You know, they're trying to jump into my podcast. What's going on here? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? No free advertisement. You got to pay me. You know what I'm saying? I expect royalty fees, you know? And anybody who uses the sound, I expect a check, you know, or I'm going to sue you. Now, anyway, hey, welcome back. 60 Frames, No Lag Podcast, episode 14, Thanksgiving special. I got two amazing guests right here for this show to entertain. So that way, y'all get sick and tired of hearing this Puerto Rican poppy voice, you know, from the bodega. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to New York. The Princess know what I'm talking about. You from Jersey, right?
Yeah.
So you know the little bodega, Poppy there, you know what I'm saying? You know,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know, Poppy's the dude that you try to buy something, he's talking on the phone, and he makes you feel like you're disturbing him and shit. He'd be like, yo, Poppy, you know, yo, how much is the 40? You know what I mean? And he'd be like, listen, my friend, you buy the same 40 every day. You'll give me $3, I give you 50 cents. But today you want to give me problems. I've been here 20 years. No tengo problema, no problem. But today you give me problems. And you'll be like, damn,
now you pay $4.
Yeah, you're like, damn,
Now you pay $4. Now you pay $4.
$4. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I got up first TitanFall Princess. You know what I'm saying?
What up, everybody?
Yeah. And then, of course, I got HPnorth, known as the Hulk Pounder. So, thank you. Say something, HP. What's going on?
I'm kind of good, I guess.
Oh, it kind of good. You want to tell your people a little sob story?
Yeah. Well, if you haven't followed me on Twitter, I basically got an Xbox One S and the disk drive stopped working. I got a little mad at it and I hit it. I guess I hit the hard drive too hard and it crashed. So, yeah.
Oh man, that sucks.
That's why he's the Hulk. That's why he's the Hulk Pounder.
He takes his gaming serious. You know what I'm saying? He was ready to get down on some gears and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And look at that. But anyway, I hope everything turns out for you for better and stuff. It seems like everything. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. Anyway, so let's kick it off. You know, if I don't get to talk to you guys tomorrow, happy Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? So we'll start with Princess. What you got popping for tomorrow? What you planning? You cooking some shit? You know what I'm saying? The turkey. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, tomorrow is. Yes, I am. Tomorrow is going to be a special day because it is my first. I'm cooking a nice romantic meal for my fiance. Our first Thanksgiving together.
Oh, that is dope. You know what I'm saying? Gonna make
and
that casserole and shit.
And then of course we're gonna see some family later on, but we're gonna have our own by ourselves first.
Oh, so you're gonna do your own first thing first.
I'm gonna do my own thing first, and I got pies and all that stuff, but we're gonna save those and just go have like dessert with family and stuff like that.
Oh, that's nice.
But,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you just use you two, or are you having a couple of guests or anything like that?
No, it's our first Thanksgiving. I want to make it special.
Oh, that's dope. Don't burn that.
I want to make it special. I'm not gonna burn no turkey. That turkey's gonna come out juicy and moist and tender and crispy on the outside. It's gonna be perfect with some, you got the pies, you got every type of potato, you got some cornbread, you got some biscuits, some gravy.
Damn. So you sure
stuffing.
He like, yeah, I put the ring on the right one. He like, yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's the way it works.
And then after the wedding, you don't cook them shit. That's what y'all do. Y'all trap us.
That ain't the way it works. Oh, Puerto Rock wants to be funny right now, huh? All right. I'll get you. Don't forget, you're coming on my podcast soon. You want to play? I'm going to play with you on it.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, that's dope. So what about you, HP? What you got going on? What's up? You ready for that green bean casserole and porridge?
Well, I'm going to go over to my family's house where me, my parents, my sister, everyone basically just meets up, watch some football, then, eat Thanksgiving dinner, maybe go out Black Friday shopping since they start earlier now. pretty much it. I mean, I don't really, do anything special on Thanksgiving, like go to parades or
The
anything.
Xbox break and change your plans, didn't it? He
Yeah,
had all to my whole plan
actually,
out. That's what
I was gonna play.
He's doing
I was gonna
plan
play
B.
the division. I was gonna play the division all day
Yo,
tomorrow.
hanging out with family was
so,
plan B. Now he has to. He's like, well, I might as well. Xbox.
Puerto Rico, you're crazy. You're
Like,
nuts.
I might as well say hi to mom and dad and shit. I guess. Now that my Xbox.
Yeah. In between, I may be playing some games or later on after everything's done with, but because I can't not stop gaming.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Anytime, when I visit my parents, I always bring my PlayStation with me. They have a TV just for me because they know. They have a TV just for me because they know when I come, I connect that shit in the house.
Wow.
Yo, they supported my gaming habit since like day one. Day one, they supported my gaming habit.
You know why?
And they had no issue.
But you know why they support it? Because you ain't out there in the streets doing something stupid.
Exactly. My mom wasn't stupid. She's like, all I gotta do is buy this dude games, and he doesn't want to go outside, and that's for sports or something. But anything that kept me in the house past, when the street lights came on, she's like, hell yeah, invite your friends and have a little game party. Because she sees, you know what I'm saying? But Brooklyn was rough in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't trying to hear that.
Brooklyn's always rough.
Yeah, I don't know. No, now there's hipsters all over. They got bike lanes and crap. It's weird.
No.
Everything changed. The hipsters took over. You know what I'm saying? All the people from the villages. That's a whole different podcast in itself.
Yes.
Okay. So tomorrow, my Thanksgiving, if people don't know, so Puerto Ricans, we don't celebrate with turkey. We celebrate with a picnic pork roast, and we call it pernil. That's the name. That's the Spanish word for it. So we actually cook a pork roast and stuff like that, and then we have rice and chickpeas, and stuff like that.
Okay.
And, but it's the same. It's the same tradition. We're thankful and all that stuff. It's just the layout, the spread is different and stuff like that. And for some reason, we also make lasagna. I don't know why. You would. It's just weird. like even my aunts. Every time I go and visit them for Thanksgiving, they make the pernil, the roast pork, Spanish rice and beans and plantains and all that stuff, but also lasagna. Puerto Ricans and lasagna on Thanksgiving. Don't know why, but we gotta make a lasagna too, which is weird. But that's why we do stuff like that. So tomorrow I'm gonna pig out on some pork roast. Oh my God, it's gonna be. I think I'm gonna fall asleep by like 5 o'clock.
No, you ain't, because you're going to be gaming.
Yeah, I'm going to try. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try. If I end up sleeping with the controller in my hand, which I don't play.
Dipping them joysticks in gravy, bro.
Oh, look who we have here. Look who we have here. You know what I'm saying? We got all day video theory. Shout yourself out.
Yo, what's going on, people?
My man's at SeaWorld right now taking care of.
No, I ain't at work yet.
You ain't at work yet?
I forgot you was 3 hours ahead or 2 hours ahead of me.
Oh shit! You know what I'm saying? My man all day. Thank you very much. Oh man, so we got a nice full cast. Good opinions. Yeah. All right, so
man, you be doing this shit solo, man.
You know what I'm saying? But that's how I roll. You know what I'm saying? When I want, it's a dictatorship. All right.
All right. It's all good.
But I got a good crew here and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we talk. So what you do for Thanksgiving? You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to LA with my family.
Oh shit!
And, visit my dad, my mom, my brother, my grandma.
Oh shit! Yeah. Where you going to East LA and shit? Where Ice Cube is at and shit?
No. We're going off Crenshaw.
You gonna be chilling with the game and shit?
Oh no, we don't chill with
some liquor stores or some shit.
We don't chill with Jason down, man.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Would you let the man talk? You asked why it's Thanksgiving. You want to let him talk? Come on now.
Yes, princess. What's going on? So that's
man, we about to eat good, chill out, play some games with my bros. We do every Thanksgiving. We sit down. We always, we game. I remember giving him the sorry ass. Play.
Oh, hold on. Yo.
Oh, your mic's going in and out. Oh, I think we lost him.
Yo, your Boost Mobile is messing up.
No, I was on Wi-Fi. How's my Wi-Fi?
Ah.
All right.
We good? You can hear me, right?
Yeah, we hear you now. And I raised up your mic.
No, okay.
I raised up your mic.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. All right, so you want to finish off what you were saying before we move on to the next topic?
Okay.
Hello? Man, this guy with his cricket phone.
He'll be back.
All right, he'll be back. All right, so the next topic we're going to talk about is the Black Friday deals. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here.
Okay, you're here? Cool.
Yeah, I said go ahead. Yeah. You good.
Okay, so the next topic we're going to talk about is Black Friday deals. What have you seen so far and what you want to take advantage of, all right? So let's kick it off again with the Princess. Let us know. Give us the lowdown.
Okay, well,
what you've been seeing, what you.
All right, well, for Black Friday this year, it kind of looks overwhelming in my opinion. There's a lot of deals, a lot of games on sale right now on the PS4 and on Microsoft. I was gonna get Guilty Gear, but the last one I got, the online is completely dead. And I tried to get today, it's completely dead. And I never even got a chance to play online. I don't play fighting games offline. Mm-hmm. The other thing is, I got Star Wars Battlefront for PS4 and Darksiders on sale. I already got them.
Oh, nice.
I got some of my Black Friday deals already, okay? And I'm playing them. I'm waiting more for the weekend because the games are gonna, are gonna come in, and then you have Cyber Monday, okay? And it's not just PSN, Xbox Live, okay? You got Amazon. Who know about ShopRite? You got it at ShopRite. You got the Walmarts, the Best Buys, okay, and a lot of other stores who have TV deals going on, console deals going on. You're going to get PSN, Live and Xbox Live deals going on for a year, for sometimes under $40. I mean, I'm just waiting. I bought some things already, but I'm just waiting to see what else comes out because it's going to change as the week goes on. And as the weekend comes, and as Cyber Monday hits, then you got Cyber Week. So I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket and spend it all now because I don't know what's coming up. And I don't want to lose a good deal.
I feel you. Shit. Yo, HP, what you got?
I'm going to be looking at a new Xbox One S.
Poor HP.
I was.
Oh my God.
My man's gonna look for a used Xbox One S and shit. Like, give me that. God damn it.
But I was gonna look for some games. I got one game so far that I can't use anymore. The Division for Xbox One. It's only $10 on Amazon. So go pick that up right now. I was just gonna go to there, but I do know that some of the console bundles are marked down, so definitely go out and look at that. But I didn't really scope out anything, but now I guess I have to.
Oh man, this is almost depressing hearing them, man. I feel bad. Makes me want to chip in and look like the HPnorth fund. Get that man an Xbox and stuff.
Put it this way, HP. Make sure tomorrow you say your graces very well at the dinner table, and maybe you'll be blessed with one.
Hopefully.
It's Yoshida cursing you. You know what I'm saying? He's letting you know you got to speak. Yoshida saying, "See, I told you should have gotten a pro." yo, all day, what you doing? All day, what you got?
Getting this video on my Xbox right now.
You what?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Nah, I said I'm gonna get the Xbox One S and what else? Probably XCOM 2. Probably the Wolfenstein Old Blood. Something like $6 on Microsoft Store.
Oh, okay.
What else? I'm getting a Final Fantasy 15. I know that ain't gonna be on sale, but
yes.
I know people already got early.
I'm surprised.
Think so?
Yeah, well, last year because Fallout came out in November, right? If I remember correctly. Fallout came in November, and in 2 weeks I bought the game for $30. 2 weeks later, and it was because of Black Friday.
Shit.
Yeah. So you never know.
like Princess said, like I'm not gonna put all my eggs in one. But I'm gonna buy a couple games here and there.
Mm.
But I mean, probably throughout the month and the next month too, you're gonna see a lot of sales. These sales ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe for the $60 retail games might go back up, but a lot of the TVs and electronic devices they'll probably go on sale. And you know, Super Bowl weekend, things like that, they have sales for TVs a lot. So
Believe it or not, yeah, that's what I'm waiting for my TV during February for the Super Bowl.
yeah,
That's where I'm gonna get my shit.
but for a gamer, see, what I'm kind of pissed off is that all the fucking games are on sale. I have them all.
Oh, because
You
you
know
bought
what I
them
mean?
day one.
So yeah, I bought them day one or the day after. You know, Plan B. You know, it's kind of weird, man. It's like I don't know, man. It's like it's kind of hard to purchase a lot of things just because you know I have them. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to look for that game I want to try or blah blah blah. You know, it's just like I don't want to be forced to buy anything just because of hype. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's a good time for you to get your PlayStation Pro, man. So I know you want one. I know you got a 4K. One can dream.
I do. You know, $1 like, yeah, man, I want that Pro bad. So I'm gonna get. You know, I'm waiting for income tax money. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
Just trade in your PS4.
What's up?
Trade in your PS4.
Yeah, I could do that. I mean, I could maybe do that, but you know, they get.
Get a head start.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I guess. You know, main thing is I don't have a 4K TV. You know what I'm saying? So
Who cares?
I'm gonna do both at the same time and stuff.
Oh, you want to do both? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to. You know what I'm saying? I want to be wild and stuff. But one thing I say.
Oh yeah.
What's up?
Oh yeah, controllers are $40, man.
Oh yeah. You know, I ain't gonna lie. Controllers been expensive this gen, and they don't go down.
$60, man.
They don't go down in price for nothing.
You got them.
They're the same damn price. When
you got them. Those Energizer controllers.
I'm like shit.
Get those Mad Cats and those Wild Dogs.
Well, actually, you can get one cheaper. You can get one of those. What do they call them? Oh shit! I saw them last year, and I think they're coming out this year at Walmart. What do they call candy? No, the candy ones.
Oh yeah, man. Them things like they'll break as soon as you pull it out the plastic. That shit break and shatter into pieces. Man, and they real small, right? I think they small.
Yeah, there's like see-through almost.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared. I'm scared
I could be honest with that, man. I bought this ugly ass camel looking PS4 controller only because it was. I'm like, yeah, man, this ugly. $30 though. I said, fuck it. Ain't nobody gonna watch me play with this controller. I'll be by myself in the room and shit. Ugly looking camel, like trying to look like Guile or something with gray camel. Ugly looking thing. But it was $30. While the regular black one was like 50 something. I'm like, ain't this a bitch? So they know this controller is ugly and nobody's buying it.
That's why they put it down to that price.
Yeah, that's why they did it. That's it. Fuck it. One deal I saw. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was wondering if some people actually use their smart glass as an extra controller.
I don't know. At a certain point, man, some of these controllers are more expensive than games and shit.
Man, I used to have a homie that was so cheap, he used to try to play the Guitar Hero with other games. Oh, man. Shit. I used to laugh my ass off. He used to try to play Gears of War with a guitar.
Oh, shit.
There's one dude like Gears of War with a guitar. Oh, my God.
There's one dude on YouTube who beat a raid, a Destiny raid with the drum set.
What?
Yeah, he has a video. He beat the Oryx raid. He beat Oryx with the drum set. And he did it with the drum set. Playing Destiny. Wild. I'm like, what the fuck? You got too much time on your hands, bro.
No.
Getting a cure for cancer and you're doing this shit?
Oh, man.
It's crazy. But anyway, one deal I saw that's bananas.
What?
Was a Walmart. A 40-inch Samsung 4K TV with HDR and the Xbox One S for $499 combined.
Both of them? Wow.
That is insane. And then I think like an extra game.
But you know what the problem is, though? The problem with Walmart is they have only so many, and if you don't get there so many hours before, get your ticket online, you ain't getting shit.
Yeah. And then
happened to me last year. That happened to me. They don't tell
get there
you
at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
They don't tell you.
Yeah.
And then you get there, and they're like, "Oh no, you had to wait in line. There's only like 40 of them in the back."
Yeah, and there's like
Yeah, and
500.
then they give out tickets. Exactly. And the other problem is that people hoping people leave. You got to go there. Like if it starts at 7 o'clock, you better be there at 3 or 4 or earlier to be the first one in line in order to get it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, and that kind of ruins the. Like I said, it ruins the whole Thanksgiving thing. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I don't like about the early deals. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a day you
But it's
want to
not.
spend with your family,
Yeah.
and they be like, "Oh, the deal starts at 6 p.m." I'm like, "What?" Like, "Oh shit, that means we got to start eating like at 2
Yeah.
and be there by 3 and wait in line all day." It's crazy.
Yeah. Doing nothing. Exactly. It's like I saw the papers. I saw the papers where Kmart last year had a deal with Xboxes and stuff.
Yeah.
And it drove me nuts because they said, but we're only going to have 4 in stock.
4? 4?
4.
4?
Man, what is this? Salvation Army?
That's what I'm saying.
This is a retail store, man.
Why you only got 4 available? They did that with that and a couple other items in the store. Or we only got 5 available or 10 available. What do you only got 10 for? You can't even, it's Black Friday.
Right.
Okay? Or Cyber Monday, whatever. Mm-hmm. Why are you having these things? You can't bring hundreds of these in the store?
Right.
People are going to come at a good price. So when you don't sell them, there's nobody going to get in line for that shit.
For real.
Yeah.
I'm not get in line. No. I ain't going there to sleep overnight just to, you open at 6 o'clock in the morning or you do your special and open at, 5 o'clock in the morning. And I'm going to sit there, I'm not going to get no sleep. I got to get there at midnight in the cold and sit outside.
There's people by
Bring
my
me
Best
inside.
Buy.
Give me a fireplace.
There's people by my Best Buy already camped. Like they bring their little camping tent, pop-up tent, and they're already sitting there.
Wow.
I'm like,
they got the tostones ready and everything, bro.
Like, that's bananas. Like, you really just gonna sit there for 2-3 days? That's bananas. Like, I'm
do.
sorry. That's crazy.
They do, and they'll have their family. I saw it in the past, even on Thanksgiving when they started it. What was it? 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever. Yeah. When they started doing it on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Or even, or even for Black Friday, people started camping like the day before Thanksgiving, like that night. And people would bring they'd have family bringing their Thanksgiving meals.
Oh my God.
So you know what? That's pathetic, man. That is fucking pathetic.
Yo,
that
just
really
to say, you see what they do for views? No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
No, I wonder if I should.
Well, actually, it was the news putting it up, showing this shit and saying it was crazy. Or somebody would eat, and then they'd come and relieve the other person that was there from the family, and they'd go home and eat, and then they'd come back to warm up.
Like switch spots and stuff.
You will never catch me doing that shit like that. No.
To save $20.
Yeah, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it, in my opinion.
I was looking at,
you know what? Life is too short, and it's a holiday. You need to spend it with your family, because you don't get together with them like that all the time.
Right.
It's a day of giving thanks, and y'all motherfuckers are sitting on a line somewhere instead of appreciating your family.
Mm-hmm.
What about your parents?
I agree.
Yeah.
Your grandparents?
Yeah.
Ain't gonna live forever. You gotta spend time with them.
Let's be honest, those items will drop in price eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They're not going.
Especially when the newer model comes out, they're gonna be dirt cheap anyway, and you don't have to wait. You just walk in the store, buy it, and walk out, and boom, you have it.
Like another thing, as most of these TVs that are getting these major deals, sometimes these companies put out these TVs just for Black Friday. Like these models are that hasn't got released, and they just get released for only certain times of the month, and you'll never see those TVs again.
Oh, that sucks. Don't say
that. I heard
Oh,
about it. Yeah, my boy works at a retailer, and he told me that three of the door busters at his retail store are TVs they never had in store. Actually, these are just TVs sent for Black Friday.
Oh wow,
that's wow. So that's some bullshit right there.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But like I said, 4K right now. I mean, I'm gonna get it within the next couple months, but I'm not rushing to get it right now. Especially, I don't want to deal with I don't want to settle for the okie doke. You know what I mean? So.
Mm-hmm. All right. So,
Especially,
Yeah, you shouldn't have to settle.
nah, I don't want to settle. If I'm spending, because me, I'm not the type of person. I mean, I don't want to. I'm pretty sure all of you don't want to buy a TV and then take it back as soon as you get it because you can find another deal. You know, once I get a TV, that's it.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know,
like to do that. I like to get the best possible deal for my money. You know, everybody works hard for the money, so you got to do what's right for you. You
right,
know,
right.
that's just bottom line.
you know,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate the deals they put out, but you know what? If you're gonna put TVs out there, I see sometimes I think they have partnerships with these companies because, or get, you know, kickbacks because you notice on, like, say, Thanksgiving and Black Friday, there's only one set of TVs or one set of this. Then
Right.
you go to Cyber Monday and it's a new TV and a
Yeah.
new this.
You
Then
know,
you go to
you,
full Cyber Week and something else.
you bring up a good point because I know Walmart, you know, Target's doing. They're doing a certain. What brand are they doing? They're doing the brand. Is it Toshiba? And I think Target's doing
I
Hisense,
think so.
and then Walmart's doing Samsung. Like they all have their own little clicky brands that they're
Guess
putting
what?
out.
They'll switch
Yeah.
up. They'll switch up
Yep.
on Cyber Monday.
Yep.
They'll switch up.
Mhm.
That's exactly what they do.
Mhm. Well.
one reason why I ain't jumping on the 4K TV now,
Hmm.
because I still think hopefully by like February March time frame, the improved versions are out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm still worried about the whole latency and how these TVs are responsive with gaming and stuff like that. You know, so I say because I remember when I got my PS3 and I bought my first 1080p, I
Mhm.
actually felt the lag between, you know, the lack of responsiveness between, you know what I'm saying? And I was like,
Oh,
man,
did you really?
Well, see, you do, Border
it's like,
Rock, you do what I do. You wait to see what's happening with it and make sure things are
yeah,
fixed before you just go out and just spend your money and then have all these issues and
yeah.
hope they get fixed. You know, that's why I don't do it.
Yeah, did any of y'all went through that like during the 360 PS3, like at the start? I bought my first 1080p TV and I connected the PS3 and like just like playing it, it felt sluggish. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong? And I couldn't put at the time I didn't know much about it, and then people were telling me, oh, it's the latency between the TV and the console, and I was like, oh man, they're like, yeah, you know, you never unless you gamed on PC and you were used to high definition graphics, because us console gamers when we had playing on standard definition, we never thought about that stuff. So when I did on this, I'm thinking, man, this like pretty much sucks, especially like for like shooters in Call of Duty. I was like, yo, this is I had to get like another TV because it was that bad for me. Like the
Oh, that's
latency was
bad.
bad. It was bad. Like I made that TV like the living room TV, and I bought me another TV and looking through CNET for like low latency TVs and shit. It was a shitty experience for me. I'm like, man, I had no idea.
Wow.
So then I got smart on that, and I don't want to go through that again with like a 4K.
And it's gonna be more prevalent now,
Yeah,
especially with your TV always needing an internet connection. You know, so
yeah,
yeah,
it's
man,
crazy.
just wait a little bit.
So yeah, that's why I want to wait till like next year and stuff like that. If
Yeah.
if they come
Yeah.
out with better models and stuff like that.
Mhm.
All right, so we good? Anything else on Black Friday before we move on to the next topic?
Now we can move on.
All right,
I
so
think
next
everybody got
topic,
the point.
I
Yeah.
think we got the point. In other words, stay home with your families and fucking eat some food.
Get fat,
You
motherfucker.
know what I'm saying? Just get fat. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we all need it.
That's it. Next topic. So the two next major games, the two final major games for release in December, we got Dead Rising 4 and The Last Guardian and stuff like that. And I think that finishes off the
Final Fantasy.
end of the year. And Final Fantasy this month.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
we got that next week. And then I say for December because after those two games, that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, that's
and
it.
Then,
Yeah.
and then we start celebrating New Year's and stuff like that. So what you guys think? So we'll start off with HP North. HP North, what you think? Dead Rising, Last
Yeah.
Guardian. Hopefully you get your Xbox fixed back then.
Yeah, Dead Rising 4 is a game I have pre-ordered. Hopefully I'll be able to play it, but looks fun. But when I get to The Last Guardian, the story looks good, but I don't see value like spending $60 for something. It's a story game. Obviously it's been in development for a long time. It doesn't have at least to my knowledge, it doesn't have an online. It doesn't have really replayability except for trophy hunting. So I don't see a $60 value. I'll probably pick it up for $60. But I don't see the $60 value in just a story player game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that later on. That's a good point. We'll do a quick note on that. All right. So what about Dead Rising? Well, what you looking forward to? Have you played Dead Rising 3?
No, I haven't played any of the Dead Rising games.
Oh, this might be
Mainly because I've been waiting to see. It probably won't happen. But I've been waiting for Dead Rising 3 to come to Games with Gold.
Okay.
I doubt it's going to happen because I thought like maybe December would be the time it would come out. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna
wishing on a star. I'm gonna say,
No, wait. I got one quick question for all.
I can't give a shit.
I got a quick question for the whole panel. So is Dead Rising a timed exclusive?
I don't know. They did their. I would say Capcom's doing a better job than what Square Enix did, but right now it sounds like it's coming on an Xbox and Steam. We don't know about PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? We have no idea. Dead Rising 3, did it come out? It didn't come out on PlayStation, right? Only Dead Rising 1 and 2? Or did 3 come out also? I know they did some type of special edition bundle on the PlayStation. But was that just remastered 1 and 2? Is that what they did?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
It was just them two, right? They didn't include 3.
I think so.
Yeah, so I think 3 is still available only on Xbox as a console. So who knows? Maybe Microsoft locked down 4 as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. So what about you, Princess? Between those two games, you getting both of them?
All right. Well, for me, the thing about Dead Rising 4 and The Last Guardian, they're both coming out the same day.
Really? Oh, shit.
Okay.
Are they really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Ooh,
Yes.
the
And
head-to-head.
to be honest, a lot of people that I've been speaking to are looking forward to The Last Guardian. I know, I really am. I really am. And I know one thing, I'm going to be getting it, okay? But then Dead Rising for me, okay, fell off. For me, okay? This is just my opinion.
Did you play
I like Dead Rising 3. Yes, I like Dead Rising 3. Dead Rising 2 was better in my opinion. It had a good story. You were trying to save your daughter from turning into a zombie, running around and getting that Zombrex and all that. I felt it was a step in the right direction. Dead Rising 4, though, at this point, is a game I'm looking at, but not a game I'll be getting first day. Okay? I'm not going to do it first day. I know people may have a fit over this, and go ahead. Have your hissy fits. I don't care. But I don't like Frank West. I felt like Chuck Green was a better character in Dead Rising. Okay? And last thing I want to say is that The Last Guardian is a game that needs to do well. Okay? Or it will end up being remembered as like the Duke Nukem forever this gen.
Oh, I remember that.
I really wanted to do well. So, like I said, I'm looking more forward right now to Last Guardian. Okay, I wanted to do well. Dead Rising, I'll probably pick it up, but not first day.
Okay. And what about you, all day?
Oh man, I'm kind of mixed, man. Last Guardian. I mean, like I said before, like P North said, I mean, $60 for RC. I call them RC games. Roller coaster games they're good for a little bit, and then as soon as it's done, it's done. There's no legs to it. So, I mean,
yeah, but you talk about holiday season, it may not be $60. Maybe I'll find deals.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too. At the same time, it's like I'm excited for it just because I'm a fan of Shadow Colossus.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not excited as in like day one excited. Like I'll dabble in it maybe later on. Dead Rising 4. Oh man, I got weird feelings about this one. Dead Rising 2. I had an amazing co-op experience with that game, man. I'm talking about me and my boy would sit there and play that shit for hours. Just coming up with different little strategies and
So you
different ways.
You got what I was saying though.
Right, but so my thing is though, this is my biggest issue with the game overall. Even as a genre, it's like zombies are done. You know what I mean? Like that's an old, fatigued genre of game. Like I don't know if I'm gonna be that crazy about hopping another zombie experience, man. We did that for almost a decade. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, it's like, okay, another zombie. Who cares? You know, like that's my thing. But I don't know if it's day one for me. Like I know the co-op mode in this one is a whole separate thing. It's not like co-op campaign. It's like a co-op. It's like a 3-player, 4-player co-op. You know, it's its own mode. So I don't know if that might, but that still gives it some legs. You know what I mean? So I might pick it up just because I do like Frank West. I don't know what kind of hate you have against Frank West, but Frank West was funny. He's funny. You know
I
what I
just don't
mean?
like. I think Chuck Green was a better character. That's all.
Chuck Green had a little bit more patriotic tones. More, you know, he was a little bit more tough, more serious tone. I think
But
you.
you also had the story where he was trying to save his daughter from
Well,
turning
I
into a
think
zombie, and
yeah.
going into the Zombrex and saving other people and doing all this. To me, you go back to Frank. He's a fucking photographer. They just like to snap pictures and run around snapping pictures. Yeah, he'll fight, but
So you like the narrative better in two, right? Just because the daughter thing. Okay,
yeah.
yeah, I can understand that.
Well, it's not a daughter thing. I just think it was better than having a
The motive,
photographer go out
the
there
motive
and
was
act like
better.
a hero.
The motive was better. I get it.
Yeah.
The motive was better. Yeah, like I said, I don't think to be honest with you, the wrap up for the year. I'm just thankful we're getting these two games that are going to be AAA titles. Man, we could have nothing. You know what I mean? So
That's true.
I'm just happy we got. I mean, 2 more games to wrap up this year. Because honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, man. Next year don't even look that exciting to me. Not at all. Not for exclusive wise on either console. There's a couple here and there, but I don't know. I mean, I just feel like generations going on, man. It's just getting more lackluster and more lackluster, dude. Like, I feel like it's just, I don't know. It's not enough good stuff coming out. You know, if they do come out, it's far in between. You know what I mean? So we'll see.
You guys brought up
Yeah.
3 good side topics that we got to touch on. So the first side topic that we're gonna add on real quick is great point of are single only play games worth $60? And I notice more and more gamers are saying that because it's a single player only game, unless it's something like Fallout or Elder Scrolls or The Witcher.
We want something
Where
perpetual,
you have
man.
like if you have 100 hours of gameplay, it's not worth $60. So let's say, so where did that feeling come from? Because like going before the Xbox Live, before the PlayStation Network, most of the best games were single player games. Like look at Super Mario 64, Ocarina of Time. Oh, even Devil May Cry. That's a short game. It's a short action game. But you know what I'm saying? And at the time, nobody had problems paying full price for these games. But now more gamers are like, oh, there's no online.
It's called Ethernet, bro.
Yeah, and let me circle the wagon with that. Quantum Break. A lot of people talk about that it was the bad press or the resolution that killed that game. I will tell you, in my opinion, what killed that game was lack of online. Because I have a lot of my boys and my cousins' family. They don't go on YouTube. The only way they find out about a game is when they walk in GameStop and they see the posters. So I imagine these are pretty much the textbook examples of the casual. They don't go on Twitter. They don't know. They don't go to IGN. They just walk in the store. They look at a poster and a sign that says "Coming," 2019 or whatever, and that's pretty much it. So
yeah, they're super old school. Yeah.
Yeah. So these friends of mine and stuff and family, they call me to give them the details. So for one particular, my cousin comes and saw Quantum Break. He comes in. He goes, "Yo, that dude from X-Men, Iceman. Yo, he's in the game and shit." And I'm like, "Oh, you talking about Quantum Break?" He's like, "Yeah, what's that about?" So I told him it's about, time warping, single, it's a good action game, high production. They're going to try to tie it with a TV show. And he's like, "Oh, that's cool." You know what was the next question he asked me? He asked me how many people play on the online multiplayer and if it has co-op. He didn't ask me. He assumed it had it. He didn't ask me if it had online. He thought it did. He just wanted to know more about it. And I told him, bro, it doesn't have online at all. And he's like, fuck that then. I'm not getting that. And I'm like, that's crazy. I told him, that game's exclusive to Xbox. It's like, you can't play anybody else. You should try it. He's like, nah, I'm saying? I'm not down with that. I bought my Xbox to play online. And I'm like, and then 2 or 3 other of my friends were the same way. They asked me what modes it had. Or if it had co-op, how many people could play co-op. They assumed the game had it. And I'm like, no, it doesn't have it. It's a single player game. And they're like, forget it. And I'm not worried about that then. That's it. They totally dismissed it because they can't play. They can't use the Xbox Live. And I'm thinking, that shit's like, man, dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Because here's my personal opinion. Every single game can't be an online game.
Fuck
You know
no.
what I'm saying? Because mainly because if you're playing online, chances are you're playing 2 or 3 of them. You're playing your Battlefield, which you're dedicating to. You're playing your Call of Duty. You're playing your Halo, your Gears, because you want to get better at it and be more competitive. You know what I'm saying? So to have, let's say, like an online game on Quantum Break, which might be mediocre, you're not gonna dedicate 2-3 months to play online on that. You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong?
That's like saying Alan Wake. Alan Wake.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like some people want multiplayer games that you're really not gonna dedicate your multiplayer time to because it won't be as competitive as the ones we're used to. It's not as competitive as Halo. It's not as competitive as Battlefield. Or on Call of Duty.
I can't see that having an online mode. I don't know what they would do to make it online.
You see, exactly.
To be honest with you.
Yeah, sometimes people are asking for online mode in a game that doesn't even make sense. Like, what would you even do?
Exactly.
Online in this game,
That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't even make sense and stuff like that. So, do you guys think that's one of the issues of some games if it comes out without? Because look at some of the games that don't have like Order 1886. It's a third-person shooter with no online. Go co-op. That game was dead from the day one. I knew that game was gonna flop. I knew it. When it was announced, it had no co-op, no online multiplayer, but it's a third-person shooter.
My thing is, I don't understand why people are getting crazed about doing everything online because years ago you didn't have online, and these people were playing, and you were playing just your own shit, or you had friends come over and play. I think some people just got spoiled, and that's all they want.
Yeah.
But Princess, if I give you a cup of Coke with no ice, and then all of a sudden I give you ice, you think you want hot soda again?
Hell no.
All right, then.
But what I'm saying is, you enjoyed some of that offline play before if it was a good game.
True. Okay.
So why can't you enjoy some of them now? I'm not saying, get rid of, I like multiplayer. I like online. I do. But I also like my games that have a single player, you play by yourself, storyline. You have all that. I like both.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand why people just want one thing now. Why don't you enjoy both?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's my thing. Why don't you enjoy both?
There's been plenty of times where I've hopped in. New Call of Duty comes out, I go get it, never touch campaign ever. You know what I mean? Sometimes people just like the multiplayer experience. I think that more games should offer solid for both. You know what I mean? Have a good single, have a good multi.
Yeah.
I think Call of Duty does it well. Gears of War does it well. Uncharted does it semi well. Last of Us did it the best to me. It's just the narrative's changed. You know what I mean? People, when you go walk in the store, you spend $60. You want that $60 to last you, and the company wants to keep you, invested in that game before you trade it in, or sell it, or just never touch it. So that's why you got your crazy DLC season passes and all. They want to keep you invested in that ecosystem. You know what I mean? And single player, it doesn't keep the game in people's collections that often. I mean, not saying everybody, but I mean a nice portion. The other game's either going to sit after they beat it, or they're going to get rid of it. You know what I mean?
I'll give you an example. Let's take Doom. I'm sorry. Go ahead, HPnorth. Go ahead.
Okay, so like with the Quantum Break thing, a friend at school of mine really wanted to play Quantum Break, and that's he had a PlayStation 4, and he really wanted to play Quantum Break to the point where he almost went out and bought an Xbox One just for that game.
Oh, well.
And the only thing that stopped him is he asked me, "How much is it?" And I said, "It's $60." And he's like, "Oh, never mind." So I think it really just all comes down to the price, because I know a lot of people love games with story mode. Multiplayer, it's cool, but it's just not something that will, keep a game alive forever, and neither was story mode. So that's why I think like these story mode only games and these multiplayer only games, it all comes down to price, because charging $60 for Quantum Break, charging $60 for Overwatch, it's ridiculous, because it's not enough. Like, you're paying a lot of money for something that it's not worth it.
Like, my thing too, what you just said, Overwatch, I think a PC is what, 40 or 30? I know it was way less than console versions, and I felt like the console version should have been 30 or 40 as well. I don't think people should have paid $60 for a couple of skins and a loot box. You know what I mean? That's ridiculous. I mean, you're giving me an only online multiplayer game, and you're charging me $60 when PC has it for a fraction of the price. Come on now. That's hard to justify. Well, hey, Titanfall, when it first came out, wasn't that $60 as well?
Hello?
The first Titanfall? Can you hear me? Was the first Titanfall $60?
I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was $60.
Yeah, so Overwatch, Titanfall.
Well, Titanfall, where's Princess at? She's the Titanfall Princess. She knows.
Yeah.
She left us.
Yeah, she don't. But yeah, I think I agree with North, man. I saw some of these games. I mean, even though $60 is, the industry price, I don't see why games can't be going down like $10 or $30 if you know that it ain't, it's only single player or only multiplayer.
That's good. You know what? But I think when they make these games in the budget, I don't think a single only player game, especially if that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to provide a great single player experience. I don't think not having multiplayer makes the development any cheaper. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. To bring it down to $30, I think it's still the manpower, the assets. You know what I'm saying? It's still costly. Like take for example, let's say Doom, right? Doom has multiplayer, right? Well, who the hell's playing?
Trash.
Nobody's playing that shit, right?
Trash. I mean, the single player is amazing. It's great.
You know what I'm saying? So like did the multiplayer really bring anything to Doom? What if they would have spent the time instead of code the network for multiplayer, they just make a better, more robust single player for Doom? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. My phone was ringing. I had to answer it. It was.
Oh, no problem.
I apologize.
Hey, no problem. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, like I said.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, it goes back to what I was saying. Just the Overwatch being $60 on console and being like what, $39 on PC. I thought that wasn't cool at all.
But you know what's funny? Is the PC and Xbox One of the sales combined, PlayStation 4 still, if you double the sales, it still doesn't reach how many copies Overwatch sold on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah,
so
Blizzard announced that. Yeah, the number one was, which is weird because I thought it would have been PC. Since Blizzard tied to PC, it's weird.
And PC had the lowest sales. PC had the lowest sales of Overwatch.
And that is mind blowing. Cause I own almost every Blizzard game. You know,
Blizzard's usually tied to PC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That to me, that'd be the hardcore audience right there.
That is just weird.
So it sold more on consoles than it did on PC?
Yes, by a lot. Which is weird.
That's crazy, man.
Which is crazy. All right,
that's nuts.
That's because you get some of those people who actually play there and don't. They wait until it goes completely down in price, and you got people that wants to pirate, which is not right. That don't help any for the true players. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit happens. It's unfortunate, but it does.
All right. Okay. So, anything else on this topic with the single player, multiplayer?
Nah, good.
All right, cool. All right. Damn, there was 2 more side subjects, but I forgot, man. I need to write shit down. I'm getting old. You know what I'm saying? My memory is so we're gonna move on to the next topic. Because you guys brought up some great side points, and I forgot, man. Y'all got me all interested in this conversation.
I know we was talking about Dead Rising. I don't know if you had something on that.
I know something with Dead Rising. Nah, fuck it. Fuck, you know what? It is what. All right. Oh, George, my spin. I'm looking forward to The Last Guardian. Yeah, okay. So The Last Guardian, Dead Rising 4. I was never a fan because I go back to Dead Rising all the way back to the first one when it came out on Xbox 360, and I never got into it because I don't like games that tells me I got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to do something, and if I don't do it, then that's it. I never,
that's what kind of got me off of.
I can't mess with games like that.
Remember Majora's Mask? That's why I didn't play it. I didn't like that time.
Yes, I don't like time management games. Like, do this in 2 minutes. If you don't do it, that's it. You missed out on it. Move on. I'm like, wow. That shit just, I never got that. And then as far as Last Guardian, I'm hoping this game does good, but at the same time, Sony can't allow a developer to just develop a game for 7 years or whatever. Because that company could have made 2 or 3 games by now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know why issues they had. I have a feeling it has something to do with the PS3. Because now that the PS4 is out, some first-party developers said that they had issues developing for PS3. So now the truth comes out. They didn't want to say it, when we were around last gen, because then all the negative press. But now the truth is being out that the cell processor was a pain in the ass. So I would imagine Team Ico had issues with this game, But if that's the case, then just be more upfront with the fans. Be like, hey, there's development issues. The game is on temporary hold until further notice. And then don't just say it's coming out next year. Oh, no, it's coming out next year. Oh, no, it's coming out next year. Don't do that. Just be upfront.
I think both sides need to do that. Stop putting a date on something, on a game. That you don't talk about that. Stop putting a date on something. Say, oh, it's going to come out in this month, and then delay it for 6 months, and then you delay it again. No. If you don't know when it's coming out, just say, these are our plans. We want to make this game. We're not sure when it's coming out.
Yeah. Completely agree. I see no issues with
either that or keep it under your hat and don't even tell us about the damn game until you know roughly when it's going to be released for real. And also, when it comes to that, stop giving us broken games and patches and all that other shit. Give us full. If you're going to pay $60 for a game, give us a full game. Not all this DLC and all this other shit you got to buy. We paid $60 for it.
Like freaking.
Put that on people who paid $9.99 for it. When you put it on sale, give it to those people.
Yeah, like Final Fantasy, it has a day 1 7 gig patch.
That's what I'm saying.
Day 1 7 gig patch. I'm like, oh my god, like that's ridiculous. So not only when you buy the game, let's say if you buy the disc version, you have to install it. Now you have to wait for a 7 gig patch to download. And you're like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, what the hell's going on and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you got to let it download and do something else and because you can't play it and, you got to wait. And then if you download and play something else at the same time, it's going to slow shit down.
Yeah. I really hope that is a bad sign. That is a bad sign. Day 1 7 gig patch.
It's just 7 gig patch. Day 1.
That's not like a baby patch, bro. That's a big patch.
Yo, that's like that would be considered a game last gen. Last gen James was 7 gigs.
Right.
6 gigs. This is just a patch.
That's fucking. You know what? I'm not trying to let that alter my purchase. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, man.
But fuck, man, that has me worried because I read a review online already, and the guy said, after 10 hours in, the game really starts to pick up and become really good. But like the first, 5 to 6 hours, it was really dragging, like a lot. You know what I mean?
Some games are like that. Some games will come in and you'll have all the shit going on in the beginning. At the end, it's like, this is the end.
Yeah.
This is what I get. So, half a dozen one, half a dozen the other. There is no happy meeting. That's what they need to do. They need to bring out a game that, even if it starts out slow, don't make it 6-7 hours. Okay. Make it like the first half hour or so, and then it slowly picks up, and then it picks up more, and then at the end, you go out with a bang. Yeah. That's what people want.
Uh-oh,
people want in the game.
Guess who just joined?
The corporate cocksucker!
Who's that?
The Godfather himself.
Cocksucker. What up? What we talking about?
The man slaving
away.
Hey,
what up, Z?
The man slaving away.
TitanFall, what's good with that fat ass? What up?
I'm doing good. You still can't beat me in Street Fighter, though.
Oh,
Yeah, you got it.
he
I need some practice.
his skills got
Practice.
soft. Same fight as Xbox. You know what I'm saying? He got soft. You know what I'm saying?
What's going on? What we talking about? What's the big topic?
Okay, so we already covered two topics. We'll catch you up. But right now we're talking on Dead Rising and Last Guardian. You know, those are the two major games that's gonna finish off the end of the year.
Okay.
What do you think about those two games to cap off 2016?
Here's the thing, and this is real talk right here. And
don't bring up Scorpio, man. I know you don't.
I ain't putting no goddamn Scorpio. This real shit here. I'm not a big fan of Dead Rising. I don't
so likes nothing.
Yeah, nah. I like what I like.
2K17 for Game of the Year.
That nigga, hey, his dream is 2K with swords. Hey, I'm telling you.
Hey, OD, I know you ain't talking, motherfucker. All you play is Uno with your shirt off all day on the 360 with your cam on.
I'm not one to marry with an
But now, for real though, if you're asking me which one is the bigger franchise, or
no, not that bigger franchise. Just your opinion about those two games. Capping
they both have a cult. They have their own cult following, their install base. You know, some of you Sony guys are gonna go Google Gaga over the Last Guardian. It's not. I don't. Again, it's I don't think it's going to do well. Because it's not a niche type game. You know what I mean? It's this niche type game, and it doesn't appeal to me. And I have my PS4 just for the exclusive, and I saw we all saw the thing at E3. It looks like and besides the graphics, just gameplay wise, it just doesn't. It's just not for me. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it may not be a great game, but it didn't show well. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna take a joke because. I judge a game, how it looks or whatever the case. You know what I mean? But and then it should show well, maybe. I don't think it's gonna do Bloodborne number. It probably do $1 million if you guys go out and buy it. I don't know what the other games did. Maybe and also too, it may be too late. Maybe that ship has already sailed. You know what I mean?
True.
Okay. I would say those games from that company, it does cater to a specific fan base. Like the first one, Ico, Shadow of Colossus, those weren't like main mainstream games. You understand what I'm saying?
No, they weren't.
Like Shadow of Colossus, even on the PS2, which had 150 million, it did like 2-3 million. You know what I'm saying? Compared to that huge fan base.
And that was in the heyday.
Yeah, that was in the heyday. This is when PS2 was selling games. Like it was off the meat racks. Everybody had a PS2.
So yeah, I don't expect this one to do as well.
So
I'll give you an example. Check this out, right?
But I do see it doing at least $1 million.
Check this out. I'll give you an example, right? Like you take a game like Shenmue, right? Which has a quote unquote is critically acclaimed, has a cult following, right? But all those games sold like shit.
Yeah,
it damn near bankrupt Sega. You know what I mean? It was very ambitious. You know what I mean? Like games like that, like kind of artsy fartsy, and they I guess they may get great reviews, but again, like I said, we are what you call the hardcore. We don't bring these companies any money. It's the casuals, and I don't see the casuals, going out there and buying what do you call it, the Last Guardian. You know what I mean? I just don't.
What you think about Dead Rising 4? Because you bought Dead Rising 3 when it first came out.
No,
right?
I don't like Dead Rising. I don't like Dead Rising. I bought it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I bought it when it first came out.
God damn, you don't play Halo?
No, I bought Dead Rising for the 360. You know what I mean? Okay.
All right.
My thing is, I think it'd be better if it was more dark. I don't like the comedic, running around with a thong. What the fuck you call it, banana suit? I'm like, I ain't with all that silly shit. It's just not for me. Like if it was more like a horror type thing, co-op, it'd be dope. But I don't.
So then you like Dying Light, man?
No, that's too goddamn scary. But nah.
This guy is too scary.
Yo, but look,
dude. Hey, when that shit hit nighttime,
huh?
And give EA, give this man Fight Night, man. That's it. That's
I think I'm more casual than a motherfucker, but I just like what I like. I like certain shit, man. You know what I mean? And it's not co-op, so I like it's not co-op. So
Dead Rising was co-op.
Not no more. They took it away. That was the big fuss. It's not the Dead Rising 4 is not co-op.
Yeah. It has its own co-op mode now.
Dead Rising 4, the camp, whatever. They were just I was just reading. It's not co-op.
Yeah, it is. Go look. I just watched the gameplay last night.
I seen the article. That was one.
Yeah, they actually have game. They have gameplay. It's a 3-player co-op mode.
But no, I'm talking about. Remember the actual story. The campaign was co-op. You know what I mean?
It's not.
Yeah.
There's no co-op in the campaign.
Oh, so they made a separate co-op mode.
Yeah, separate co-op. Yeah.
But, you know, he was able to progress through the game with a partner, whatever the case may be.
That was the best part to me.
Yeah, and they took that away.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And also, too, to be fair, it seems to me like Dead Rising 4, it's kind of rushed or whatever the case. Like we haven't seen much about it. You know what I mean? Now, boom, it's just here.
You know? That's just your inner soul telling you fuck zombies.
I'm gonna get that Metal. I'm more interested in that Metal Gear Solid 5. You know, I know that's not Metal Gear. I would buy that before I buy that goddamn.
Dead Rising 4.
Yeah,
I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. My day's all fucked now.
No, I'm just saying,
a Metal Gear Solid person too.
Yeah, but I would buy that before I buy Dead Rising. I don't like it, man. I don't know. Just running around a bunch of silly shit. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of silly to me, man. You know? And then they're going to be broke my Xbox membership card in a minute. I don't like Halo. Don't like Dead Rising. I'm not a big fan of Crackdown either.
Oh, my God.
Listen, I get paid as being a stone cold Xbox corporate cocksucker. I keep it real. You know what I mean? I was a Fable dude. You know what I mean? Project Gotham.
What do you want to see? What do you want to see?
On the Xbox?
Yeah. Mario shoving dead bodies down a green pipe? That's
listen, if I had my way.
Hey, his favorite game is God of War.
That's my shit. On Sony's platform, I'm a God of War fan, but if I can be the Black Phil Spencer for about 6 months in Microsoft, right? We have a utopia. We have a true successor to Fable 3, Fable 4. I will bring back some of the Microsoft has the OG Xbox. They got a lot of fucking IPs, man. They're just sitting there, and like I said, and I've always said this.
Voodoo Vince is coming back.
So at least listen. No. At least I keep it funky because I'm not big on Mario. I'm not big on platformers. Just period. You know what I mean? But I would bring back one of the biggest gripes I have against Microsoft and the Xbox is what we have. Even though those games are successful, you got Halo, you got Gears, and you got Forza. Like that's why I was so livid when Fable went away. Like that's when like you done chopped off one of your limbs. But they got games like IPs like Crimson Skies, Midtown Madness, Project Gotham. I would rather have Project Gotham than Forza any goddamn day. You know what I mean? What else I
remember Otogi 1 and 2.
Yes, Otogi. You know what I mean? I think that may be Sega's IP, but
yeah, but I remember those.
Yeah. A true Panzer Dragon. Not that.
Xbox was like the Dreamcast, bro.
Yeah, you got all their ports. Not that dog shit that came out at for the Kinect or whatever the fuck it was. That Panzer Dragon at the launch of the Xbox One for $20. That was dog shit. It was a true Panzer Dragon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But like I said, Jade Empire. If I can get, like again, Microsoft have made some dumbass decisions to me, man. Like when you look at a company like,
but see, a lot of those games you just described has, they kind of got successors now. You know what I mean?
What like what?
Like Project Gotham, Forza. You said Jade Empire, Mass Effect. Like,
but that's just
Jade Empire, yeah, because it's a BioWare game. But
that was different. If you want to say Jade Empire was like motherfucking New Legend Shaolin. Like that was.
Matter of fact, bro, they just answer your prayers. They got Jade Empire for the iOS now, bro.
Shit, man. But anyway, even with so much as that, you know what I mean? Like some of the decisions that Microsoft makes, even with the Tomb Raider thing, we see that whole debacle. I would rather tie up something, get it like a Jade Empire, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Jade Empire, that'd be nice.
Jade Empire is great.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like that shit was dope. You know what I mean? That was like a Kung Fu RPG. That shit had never been done before.
Yeah.
Like literally.
I know.
It was a Kung Fu RPG. You know what I mean? But like it is. But even from Sony, I would like them to go back in some of their older Siphon Filter, The Getaway. You know what I mean? They got a bunch of classic IPs. They damn self. You know what I mean? That'll render some shit.
Why do you think they're not utilizing them though? Why do you think they're not utilizing them though?
It doesn't make them any money. You know what I mean?
Like,
you know.
But it will because people are actually asking for it.
Yeah,
People actually want that shit back.
The hardcore asking for it.
Like 10,000 people are, but
Yeah,
not
the hardcore,
a million.
not the casuals.
Yeah.
Because the last SOCOM that came out, it sold like 200,000.
But you know why though?
It bombed. It completely.
But you know why?
That's
First of all, it was dog shit with that PlayStation Move. It was dog shit. Second of all, the PSN went down. Remember for 2-3 months?
Yeah.
That was at the launch of put that paper in the garbage. That was at the launch of.
Came out around the same time.
Yeah, I bought it. I bought that with the Move. That SOCOM 1 and 2 was dope. I don't know what the hell that was. SOCOM 3 was shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
yeah,
it is what it is, man. But but what else? What else we're talking about?
All right. So everybody good with December? Everybody got their point on Dead Rising. So the next topic.
Oh wait, you forgot to mention. You forgot to mention Mario Run, bro.
To mention what?
Mario Run.
Yeah.
Mario Run. What the fuck is that?
Oh, Super Mario Brothers for the iOS and stuff.
Oh, fuck that. Man, I ain't doing no phone gaming on here. I'll have my brother-in-law take care of that. He's pocket. Go see. Shout out to my brother-in-law Pocket Console. Go check his.
That's your brother-in-law?
Yeah, Pocket Console. Yeah, it's my brother-in-law.
Yo, I saw that man. Somebody they caught him in the back of Walmart eating boogers, man. That's your brother.
Oh shit.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, Z. That's funny as fuck. That nigga said
You're crazy.
Hey, Z, what was that shit you said about niggas in the back ripping up boxes at one?
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to play it, man. You know what I'm saying? He's just he's just a mobile gamer trying to make a buck in this world.
He gonna piss himself when that motherfucking switch.
I'm surprised his phone. He probably initiated the phone explosions.
My man already has his show lined out and stuff. I'm like, God,
yeah. He getting his podcast together and everything.
Yeah, he got ready, bro. The Nintendo snitch session. You know what I'm saying?
I must mention before. I know that you can tell. TitanFall, what are your thoughts on the Switch? I haven't spoken to you about it. What are your thoughts?
Well, that's the next topic. Actually.
Okay.
So we'll just real quick. So the next topic, we'll see how Princess feels about the Switch, but also a discussion on whether or not it was a bad idea that Nintendo didn't take advantage of this holiday season and they planned everything to release in March. All right, so that's pretty much the conversation. So go ahead. What you got? What you think about the?
Okay. Well, for me, the Switch, I don't know enough about it to supposedly more handheld than a console. I'm really not into handhelds. I like my consoles. And the fact that they didn't do it on a holiday, I think was kind of dumb, in my opinion, because they have some issues now. I think they should have done it for the holidays. I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't ready. Maybe they're adding new features. Maybe they're listening to what people say and saying, "Hey, wait, maybe we screwed up. We need to do something else with it." Oh, I gotta wait until I hear what they say in January to know what's going on. I think it's January 12th or something.
Yeah, so they're having like an event.
Yeah. Well, they changed it. I don't understand why they changed the event date because something must have been going on. I think it's crazy.
You want something to eat? Tell your mom.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's crazy.
Does anybody find it weird
Papa John's
that they want to launch it in March? Like March, it's like a non-event March. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think of console launches, you don't think of March.
You think of holiday? No, you don't think of. You think of. You think it's sometime after E3. That's when you think about it. You don't think about it during, like you said, during March. Unless that's what you're going to buy and that's what you're going to put in somebody's Easter basket.
Yeah. You know what, though? I just think... what do you say?
It's true. Easter's the only holiday.
I said the only holidays around here unless you're going to Nintendo's doing that to stick it in somebody's Easter basket.
Yeah, you know what? Nintendo love the children, but what I say, like to answer your question though, I just think they all across the board dropped the ball. I know I get paid as being a Nintendo hater, but like I said the other day, I own everything and I buy everything. You know what I mean? When you give your opinion on something or a concern, they consider you a hater, but But so much.
Yeah, but
This event that they're having, this event that they having in January 12th or whatever the hell, we should be having that before Black Friday because not everyone can afford to own multiple consoles. So regardless of what Nintendo you may think, you are in this quote-unquote console business, and you maybe want to defer people from buying the Xbox One S or even the Nintendo Slim Pro or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So they're not doing themselves any good. You know, and like I said today, you know, we know more about probably the Scorpio or whatever the case than about the the Switch. And this console comes out in what 4 months, 5 months. And it's not this is not 1988.
Mommy can't order Papa John.
This is not 1988. You know what I mean? This is Nintendo really, like I said, they need new blood. They need to get with the times. You know what I mean? And no, this is so. Listen, and I say this again. We don't. People love to say we don't need another Xbox or PlayStation, and Nintendo would never be another Xbox or PlayStation. But you have to offer what your competitors are offering to cover the board. And still do your own thing. It's the console exclusives that gives his inside identity. I'm not telling you not to do Mario and stuff, but you also have to do everything else that your competitors are doing because this is a business. You know what I mean? And,
Skyrim was confirmed.
Skyrim came out on my 360. Like that's what the fuck is that?
They're playing on the go now.
Come on. And even if you told me I was playing Witcher 3 on the go, then okay. You told me I'm playing the game that came out in 2005. On the go, you're not telling me anything. That's not a graphically demanding game.
True.
What I mean?
Yeah, but see, one thing Nintendo's got to understand, which Z, you said a long time ago. Okay, yeah, they cater to the kids, but they also have a lot of adults playing that game. They need to stop being parents and let parents be parents.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the problem.
That's one thing they gotta do. That's one of the problems they got. They also have online, so you could party chat with.
They
got exactly. There's quite a few things they need to actually come into 2017 with, and the fact that they moved their date, to talk about the Switch to January, and it's supposed to come out in March. That's
2 months.
That's horrible. I agree with you on that.
It's crazy.
It is. They should have done it when they were supposed to in October, and they didn't.
I don't know.
And
I don't know.
I think they screwed up with that. Honestly, I think they screwed up.
And again, not saying I want anyone to go out of business, but sometimes a motherfucker need to get their ass kicked and get their teeth kicked in. The problem is, again, and I'm gonna just say it like this: people, I guess everyone has their quote unquote fanboys of a certain platform, and people we love Nintendo because they're for their innovation and. Because then it becomes like you're trying to catch lightning in the bottle. You're never going to get that Wii audience because that was the appeal to non-gamers, not the casuals, which is huge. Non-gamers, people that are not going to go out there and buy Donkey Kong, Zelda. They're just going to play Wii Sports and that's it. You're not going to get that again. You know what I mean? Those casuals are moved on. They're playing Call of Duty and Battlefield and things like that. But I say that to say this, Nintendo's biggest problem is that they don't have a presence on the internet. And what I mean by that is they don't really allow their games to be played. You got to go through this whole shit to get permission, and they're flagging your videos.
I agree with you on that. 100% on that one.
I'm no one, you know what I mean? And people come to me all the time. I have a very small channel. People come to me all the time. Oh, thank you. I got the Xbox and this thing. Thank you for telling me about this game. So you imagine the I hate to call people fans, or the subscribers, the boogies, the Angry Joes, or whoever else are playing their games online on their channel and promoting them. You know what I mean? That's free advertisement for you. You know what I mean? And Nintendo just doesn't get it. They think if someone's streaming their game online that you're stealing it. It's like watching a movie. I don't give a fuck. Let's say you beat this boss 1,000 times. People play the game to experience it from themselves. It's not the same thing as watching the movie, and that's what Nintendo thinks. They think because if you watch someone play Super Mario Brothers and get to the boss and beat Bowser, you're not going to want to buy the game. No.
That's not true because that's going to get you to play the game. You're going to be like, oh, that game is cool. I want to play that. I want to do that.
Yeah.
That's what they don't get.
Yeah, and that's their biggest issue, you know what I mean? If this new console comes out and everyone's like to live stream now, you know what I mean, or and do all these different things, and they still not with the program. What bothers me is that if they have this quote unquote this pro, what do you call it, the Switch Pro controller, whatever the fuck it's called. There's not even a headphone jack for a headset. So it
doesn't even have triggers.
Then again, like it's the same thing again. Like I said, and people, like I said again, people, Nintendo's so innovative, they need to stop worrying about putting their innovation into a gimmick that may or may not catch on, and put that shit into a game. You know what I mean? They're gonna say the game, is innovative, fine. You know what I mean? But you're still looking, like I said, for something that may or may not catch on. Like Porter Rock said something very, very interesting. He said Nintendo would have been did better at advertising the Switch as you being outside playing it, and then coming to the house and docking it, not docking it, and playing in the house and going outside. Because when you do that, you're gonna put yourself in the same ballpark. If you're still gonna say that you're a home console, which we know they're not, because the actual console itself is the tablet. Because we all, like this whole thing now with Digital Foundry, you're gonna put yourself in that same thing. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, man. If you want to say you was a handheld, fine, 250. But you're gonna say you're a console at 250, fine. No Blu-ray player, extremely anemic. You know what I mean? It's gonna be what, like I said, I don't know, man. Maybe it may sell in the boatloads. It's not for me though. You know what I mean?
I would say that, yeah, Zaire brought up the point. I think the commercial that Nintendo released would bite them in the ass. Because like you saw in the commercial, it was someone in the house playing a game, and then they took it on the go. So that gives you the perception that you're playing a console, and now you have it on the go. But when in reality, that's not the case. What they should have done was show somebody like on a bus stop or a train station, on the back of a Uber cab, and then they go home. You know what I'm saying? And put what they were playing in the docking station. That sends the message that it's a handheld that you can play, on your TV. Because if they push the message that this is a console that you can take on the go, people are going to compare it to console. And when they be like, why does a Nintendo game look like crap compared to an Xbox or a PS4 game? You know what I'm saying? People are going to wonder what the hell's going on. Why is this thing not looking the same? It's because
but also, but Puerto Rock also, if they do that, if they're trying to advertise it as a regular console, and people go home and find out that it's not what it is, they got 30 days to return it. They're gonna lose a lot of sales. People gonna take their shit back.
I agree.
That's a good point. Good point.
They're gonna put it. They're gonna be like, "What the hell am I playing? I'm not. This is ridiculous." Nintendo needs to make sure they get the message right. This is a handheld, because Nintendo handhelds sell. Let's just call it what it is. They always sell. They have been dominating the handheld industry since day one, and nobody has been able to chip away at it. So they'll be successful with the right message that this is a handheld. It's going to be a powerful handheld, and you can play it on your TV, and that's pretty much it. And that's all they really need to do, and people will buy it. Just as long
but
as
they're not doing that.
No, they're not
doing that.
It's weird what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
They're selling it as a console.
I don't know why they would do
console on the go, which makes no sense.
And then Nintendo, I don't know, they try to look at things philosophically, because like when the DS came out, people asked them, "Oh, so this is the successor to the Game Boy Advance?" And Nintendo was like, "No, this is not the successor. This is yada yada yada," and they gave this whole spiel. But at the end of the day, it's a damn handheld. Was the successor to when people ask Nintendo these questions, we're not trying to get rocket science. We're pretty much asking, so this is the new handheld, pretty much, So
we're asking only because we're consumers and we need to know if we're gonna buy it, what we're buying.
Yeah, so when we asking Nintendo, hey, this is the successor to the 3DS, all we're saying is this your next handheld? We're not, but Nintendo goes, no, this is not the successor to 3DS. And they try to be all philosophical about it. Just call a spade a spade. It's a handheld, And as long as you call it that, no one's gonna have a problem with the Switch. But if you advertise this as a console, and it doesn't do the things what we're used to over the last 15 years, it's gonna fail. It's gonna fail.
It is gonna fail. Yeah, it will fail. I agree. It's definitely gonna fail.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens in January and stuff like that.
We'll
so what's up? Anybody else? HP, what you got going on, man? My man's quiet. He's still looking at his broken Xbox, all pissed off and shit.
Xbox broke?
Yeah.
Slim broke, yeah. It's Slim fucking broke.
I Slim break.
So what you think?
You got some
How the fuck did that happen?
You got some roaches in your house, bro? What the fuck going on?
Well, you better holler at T-Ree, bro.
He got like he's buying up all the Xboxes and shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Him and Tim Dog, they got like 30 apiece.
Oh yeah. Tim, like Microsoft got the NPD on lock.
Like, oh yeah, no shit.
Hey, Phil
Hit
called Tim. Be
up
like,
Tim Dog and ask him for one. He said, "Can you donate?"
Wow.
Nowadays,
Hey, HP, you
Fucking
back to Microsoft.
MPD sees the same credit card being swiped 500 times. Like, damn, what the hell?
Yeah, but Microsoft replaced it for you, though. You ain't had the goddamn console in years. 2 months.
No, they told him no.
Hey, Z, did you?
No, don't go there with him.
Did you?
They told him it's going to cost him almost $400.
Yeah, because they said shipping costs like $50.
What the
Then they
fuck
said the
you live in
labor
Africa?
cost.
What the fuck
I live in Florida. I live in Florida.
Wait, you don't. How long was the warranty on the Xbox One?
Microsoft's a year.
Yeah.
And they said that for me, no matter what the warranty, I have to pay like $374 to replace the disk drive. No, because I have to. They have to replace the disk drive, which costs like $150 or whatever. They have to do the labor. They have to do the shipping.
So they're basically telling you just go buy another one.
Wait.
What does the warranty cover then?
Yeah, that's what they told me, and I said I have a warranty, and they said no matter what, even with the warranty,
Nah,
you have to.
I'd rather you speak to someone else. That don't make any sense, bro.
So what does the warranty cover then?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, bro. You must have been shipping. You must have shipped Crystal Meth inside your goddamn Xbox or something, but so ain't enough.
So your disk drive failed?
Yeah, it doesn't read discs.
Hey, try Twitter, that Xbox support.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Try that.
Yeah, I
Maybe
called them. I called Xbox. I called the Microsoft store.
That's what you do. You take your console because I had an issue with my Elite controller. I think a month or whatever the hell the RB button was getting stuck or whatever. I just walked into the Microsoft store, give them your email address. They see that you bought the goddamn thing. It's not stolen, and they swap the bitch out for you. Right, go sit in there for repairs.
Try that.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. Like, I had never paid. And if something was out, even with things I've had out of warranty, I remember my Zoom countdown. Maybe we all remember the Zoom. Microsoft sent that bitch. Yeah, Microsoft sent my shit out to get fixed for me. Like, I've never had a problem. I'm not saying what you're saying is not true, but I would just go inside the Microsoft store and have. You
could be, you could be talking because remember some of those people on the support lines. It's not like they're professionals. They read off a card.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just reading off the wrong card and shit.
Yeah, listen, guys. Do what they say. They, especially Z. I mean, he knows when it comes to shit like that.
Yeah.
He don't play. He ain't gonna let nothing break. He paid quality money for it.
Yeah, same, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's true. It's true. You should have a 1-year warranty and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. And they said that even with the warranty, they still have to do the shipping, the labor, the replacement.
Only thing that warranty.
No, I could maybe understand the shipping.
No, they even send you a packaging, a label. Only thing will void your warranty if you've opened the console up. If you didn't fucking open the console up,
did you do that?
Yeah, I've never opened it.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Try to find
he said he won't touch it.
Yeah. Just go into a Microsoft store. I don't know who the fuck. Or call during business hours. You probably talk to a motherfucker named Larry in Pakistan. You don't know what the fuck going on.
I mean, because what happened to your console, bro, is not is that's on them.
My man talking Jake from State Farm.
Yeah, it's Jake from State Farm. Who's Jake from State Farm?
Yo, my man, you know what I'm saying? At 3 a.m, shit like I got damn fuck your console. 3 a.m, I'm tired.
Man, funny story, man. I was in GameStop maybe like a month ago. Some Hispanic dude had came in there and saying he had paid for a warranty through GameStop, right? The extended warranty. You swap and you're done. He said he said, my PS4 is not coming on anymore. Swap it out for a new one. Said, okay, no problem. And she turned that console around to the back. She's like, "Oh yeah, man, this console's infested with roaches."
Yeah.
He's like, "What?"
Yeah.
He's like, "What?"
Oh.
And she was like, "Come here." She was like, "Come here. Let me show you something. You see all these speckle marks right here? These are all like roach feces." He's like, "Nah,
my God.
I'm at work 7 days a week. This is at my mom's house. I was like, man, this nigga over here lying." So you mean you don't play your game, right? You don't play.
Not to insult your mom. But
Right, it's all your fault. She's like, hey, I'm not. She was like, I'm not trying to say your house is dirty, or I'm not trying to call you a dirty person, but hey, man, let me call corporate real quick and see what I can do. She was on the phone for like 25 minutes. All I hear, yeah, oh well, okay, well, yeah, well, check this out, man. There's nothing we can do for you because this is a self-inflicted problem. I was like, what?
Oh,
What are you talking about?
wow.
I never even play this damn thing. She was like, well,
The roaches ate
sorry.
that shit.
Yeah.
Why?
Sony don't cover extermination fees, all right?
Yeah, exactly. See,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? That's just not part of the coverage. All right?
that shit was hilarious. He was hot. He's like, hey, you got the number to corporate? 'Cause I'm gonna call him. And I said, go ahead. I just got the phone. You call him if you want.
You can call Redmond.
Right? You better call Stanley or Mo.
You better call that. What is it? The Orkin man. That's who you better call.
But yeah, I mean, they don't cover damage like that. But I mean, if it's a failed disk drive, that's on them.
Yeah. Oh man.
That's on them. That
Yeah.
got nothing to do with you, man.
It's been problematic ever since I got it.
I mean, you can play digital,
And
right? That's the only thing you can do right now.
No, his thing don't move. You broke it.
But
You smacked it.
Yeah, I did smack it.
He gave it a little love tap.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
little.
Power bomb.
Yes.
I think he stands for power bomb.
We figured out that HP and HPnorth stand for old pounds.
That nigga gave his Xbox S a fucking jackhammer.
Yo, you know, he went Frank West on that shit with a thong. Wearing a thong.
So what are you doing? I'm trying to DDT this motherfucker.
You went dead right on that sucker. All right, for the final topic, you know, for a little controversy. So this is gonna be fun. I'm glad Zaire is here because this he's gonna make it fun. So
Oh yeah, I just
Oh shit.
have we both seen the commercials? The one for Microsoft and the one for Sony. Microsoft, the counter sent the commercial. So they mentioned the 4K Blu-ray player, 4K streaming, HDR gaming, 40% slimmer, yada yada yada. And then recently, Sony released their own commercial called The King, and they're talking about games and stuff. Granted, it's not games that's coming out this year. You know, they're showing Spider-Man, God of War, Horizon, Call of Duty. So these two commercials are completely stark different. One is talking about hardware. One is talking about software. What do you guys think about the two different approaches and how you think that will impact the message each company sending to those who see it? Do you think one's doing a better job than the other? Do you think the other one's bullshit? What do you guys think? Let's start out with Zaire because he'll get the temperature.
Oh shit. Wait, hear it now.
Listen. I'm sorry. I had my face in the political. Say the beginning part again. You said one commercial is showing games.
I'm trying to
You said one commercial was showing games. That's Sony with the King.
Okay, so here goes. So we got two commercials, right?
All right.
No, Microsoft and Sony.
I heard that much. Yeah.
Yeah, their commercials, the hardware,
Mhm.
4K Blu-ray streaming, HDR gaming,
Yes.
and stuff like that, right? So it's a very hardware-centric commercial. Sony, their latest commercial is software-centric. You know what I'm saying? God of War, Spider-Man.
Okay, so you're asking me which company's doing what now?
Oh, so now, looking at these two commercials, they both went a different direction. One is talking the hardware. One is
Okay.
How do you think that's going to impact those who are looking at it? Like, what type of message?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Which company is sending the better message? The wrong
The
message?
reason why I'm going to say Microsoft is because they already had an Xbox on the market, the standard.
Right.
So they have to show the piece and what the people. Why am I going out and buying the newer console? What's new about it? So they have to show the newer features of the console, whether it's the 4K Blu-ray player, the HDR, everything that the standard Xbox One couldn't do. Games is a given, you know what I mean? Like, you see Gears commercials and all that stuff. So I think that was, which Sony should have did, they should have came out and because to be honest, the PS4 Pro, I just did a video on it. You said I was bugging, even you said I was bugging about the 65,000 for the Pro launch week in Japan. You know what that shit sold the second week? Which means, it's only 11,000. Like, I mean, like that's like, at the end of the day. So if anybody needs to be advertising their hardware and because hardware sales are going to drive software sales at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And I guess maybe the roles have reversed because this whole generation, Sony's been talking about hardware, and it worked out for them. You know what I mean? And Microsoft's been the one, games. Most is fighting gear for games on Xbox and all that stuff. And it didn't get them anywhere. So even right now on Amazon, you see the Xbox One S is outpacing the PlayStation 4 Pro. You know what I mean? So maybe Sony could do something different, you know? Because even those games that they show at the end of the day, which look cool, the Spider-Man, and, you know, I like them. But, you know, all the casuals really give a fuck about is Call of Duty, Battlefield, Madden, 2K, Minecraft, GTA. Yeah, they don't. That's all they really care about. Destiny or the Division. That's about it, man. You know. So I don't know. I think I said to answer your question. I think Microsoft, you know, is doing a better job, or may speak to the consumer, because the Xbox One, it's not a new console. Been out for 3 years, so they got something new. They got new hardware in the market. So, you know, a lot of people may know, well, I'm not buying the Xbox, you know, One S, so it's just smaller. What does it do? So, you know, a lot of people are still confused about the Pro. Just to be clear, this, you know what I mean.
Okay.
So.
Princess, what do you think between these two commercials?
Okay. My opinion, I actually didn't see them, but you tell me about them. Because I play more games than I don't watch TV.
He's like, all right.
Okay. Sorry, it's just what I do. Okay, but my thing is, though, is that I think I understand that Sony's trying to put out a message, games, because that's what you really buy a console for. And that's good. And Microsoft is talking about the hardware and the new features. But I think my only problem is with the commercials, from what you're saying, is that if you're going to advertise a console, advertise the games and the features that comes with those games as well. If you're going to advertise games, you've got to advertise a console and what the console is going to do for those games.
Okay.
So I think on both sides, they need to add a little bit more, but you can't also talk about games that are coming out way in the future without talking about your console that's coming out sooner. What was that?
What the hell? Somebody saying Kumbaya or something?
You know, motherfucking all day got a part-time job wiping asses at the nursery, changing pampers and shit, man.
Hey, my fault. I was muted, bro. That wasn't me.
No, that was
that was motherfucking HPnorth and shit.
It sounded like man.
They're coming to go. They're coming to go.
HP, you could. Let me find out you got a nursery going on over there.
No, listen to me watching that motherfucking enemy porn, watching that motherfucking little rascal porn and shit. It's just like,
nigga.
No, 60 frames is PG-13, right? They're about to make this shit X-rated.
It was a vacuum.
But honestly,
damn.
Well, why don't you mute your mic?
Yo.
Because I didn't.
Damn, what that nigga got a police vacuum? What the fuck?
Yo, that motherfucking black is motherfucking like, nigga.
Oh shit! You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna get you for that because you put the police vacuum on me when I was saying what I had to say. That's man. I'm gonna get your ass. Trust me.
That's it. So,
how you want to tell?
The HP's like, man, this girl's talking again. Fuck it.
That's all right. I got something for HP. When he least expects it, I got something for him.
Oh shit!
Like I was saying, you know, I think, you know, that I like the fact that Microsoft was talking about the Scorpio and the hardware and everything else and the features of it. I just wish they would have added some games that were going to be coming out around the same time.
Yeah.
As the games. So to say, hey, it's not just hardware. We play games here. On the other side, like I said, Sony, they're talking about games, okay, that are coming out way in the future. Yeah. They're talking about their gaming console, but they're still talking about shit that's not coming out for a while. So I think both sides need to really, somewhat, I can't say that either one did better than the other because I personally did not see them. I'm just going by what you guys say. Because I play games. I'm not a TV watcher, so I don't really see a lot of commercials. So, yeah, I mean, that's just my honest opinion based on what you guys said the commercials were about.
Yeah. Okay. Your video, what you think? What you got? What's your?
Oh man, honestly, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like I really don't care, man. I mean, Microsoft's gonna show off the console because they felt like they was behind, so they want to show off their newest and latest, greatest project or whatever. They got to show that off. Sony wants to show off the pipe dreams. I mean, it's whatever, man. I mean, the games will come. I mean, you guys will be watching that commercial for the next 2 years. And,
Oh shit!
so I mean, an Xbox, we'll be holding up to that Scorpio hope. So it is what it is, man. They need to hype it up. But you know what? What does piss me off? I didn't see that commercial. I'm just basing off of what I hear. But
Which one?
Sony? There's one Sony commercial that's complete crap. Like they have this one commercial they show, the Greatness Awaits commercial, I think on YouTube and other like Hulu or whatever. They gotta play the best games on PlayStation. Man, they showed every single multi-plat known to man.
Wow. I didn't see that.
Yeah, but that sucker.
That pisses me off.
That sucker's the casuals. It's
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
When it comes to multiplats, because you gotta look at. I mean, I get it, but you gotta both Microsoft and Sony. They're gonna do that shit because remember, when Call of Duty sells on their platform, they get a royalty check. So they want Call of Duty to sell on their platform because they make money.
Of course.
You understand? So they're gonna try to convince gamers or people, hey, play Call of Duty on our platform. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Play Battlefield on our platform. Play this.
Yeah.
They get money. They get money too from every game sale of those multiplats. So both companies will try to, you know what I'm saying? That's why they fight for these marketing deals too. They're trying to make it look like, you know what I'm saying?
That's one thing I can say Sony is doing well is the marketing deals. I mean, they've been doing this, at Ubisoft with Assassin's Creed. I mean, they got Call of Duty, they got Mass Effect, Red Dead. I mean, Call of Duty. I mean, it doesn't stop.
Yo,
you know
I'm gonna do a shameless plug on BGST. So not this week, but last week. Zaire left. Fuck, man, he left that bum. But anyway,
Wow, we gotta get him.
You can. But yo, so I listened to last week.
He does that. He pops in late and leaves early.
He's like a ninja and shit, motherfucker. But but they were talking about marketing deals, right? And Crap and Tim Dog, they were naming off all the marketing deals that PlayStation got. They talked about PlayStation got Mass Effect deal, Red Dead Redemption, Destiny 2, the next Star Wars battle. And Zaire was like, "Goddamn, what the fuck we got? Tekken?"
Right, that's true.
I almost spat my soda out because he's like, and that's true. These companies will fight for these marketing deals because they're trying to make these big games seem like they're only available on their platform. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, some people call it shady, but Microsoft's not going to advertise, hey, guys, you could get that division also on PlayStation. They're not going to do that. And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? They want you to buy that multi-plat on their console.
But one thing that Microsoft needs to do is they need to do some more advertising and promotions for what is on their console. And they need to do it at the right time, holiday time. You know what? And I even said, Microsoft, and I'm tired of people saying that they don't have an advertising budget. Okay, I know it's expensive around Super Bowl time, but that would be the niche under their belt. Super Bowl.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do that. All right. It costs you money, but in the long run, it's going to make you money. I've been saying this for years, and nobody's listening to me. They need to. I do that stuff. I know that stuff. I know about marketing. I could tell them simple ways of doing it that they don't do. That's going to be cost effective. Okay, you can get contracts to advertise in certain spots, certain places, or whatever, and you get your times a year to pick it, when to do it. You can get a 6-time contract, a 12-time contract, once a month, once every other month, whatever. They don't do it.
Well, wait, Microsoft did with Sprite and Titanfall 2 is, and it's still going on because I went to the store today, and they have on Sprite bottles, like the 1-liter bottle and the cans, they have Titanfall 2 and Xbox One. And if you peel off, I think this is only on the liter. Like if you peel off, you get a code.
How many people buy? All right, but how many people buy Sprite? But what I'm saying is, if you don't
But
know about it,
But that's
okay.
just in Walmart. Like, that's public advertising in a soda aisle in Walmart.
Yeah, but people are going to look down and look at the bottles to see what's advertised on the bottle unless they're buying it.
True.
And some people don't even
True.
look at what's under the label. So you got to do advertising publicly. Shit,
Yeah.
do it on fucking YouTube. Do it on Twitter. Do it on Twitch. Do it on Beam. Whatever that fuck that is. I still don't understand that shit. But anyway, do it on YouTube. That's where your fan base is on YouTube.
See, with the YouTube, I've seen more of like the Battlefield 1 collabed with Xbox One. I've seen the more games, and at the end it says Xbox One. With PlayStation, I've seen more of, you get a little bit, you get the PlayStation logo, then you get gameplay, then you say you can play this on PlayStation 4 Pro. Now it kind of is equal, but one is published by PlayStation and one is published by the developer.
Okay. Here's an example. Here's another example that they didn't take advantage of, okay? I watch it once in a blue moon, okay? But you got the WWE Network. What do you see on there all the time? PlayStation. They're not advertising in the right spots. Go to UFC. Put a banner up.
Well, see, like,
Go to fight nights. Go anywhere. Boxing matches, casinos, everywhere. It doesn't cost that much to put up a banner and to advertise during special events. It doesn't cost that much.
Yeah, but you see,
really
Xbox is on a very strict budget because Microsoft doesn't need it. All right. So, I think it was Larry Herb who said this. You know, it's either we do marketing or we put out an elite controller. You know, it's either you get marketing or you get something that you can use. And to be honest,
I never bought an elite controller, but I never bought an elite controller. My controllers do work just fine.
Yeah, but it means like consoles, things like that, like exclusive games. It's either marketing or you get things that you can do. But how many
exclusive games? All right, exclusive games. They didn't make Titanfall 2 exclusive. So where's my exclusive game for Titanfall?
Well, I mean, that could have just been Respawn because Respawn said they wanted to partner with PlayStation at the beginning of the generation.
But Microsoft owns the rights. They had the rights to it, so they gave up their right to put a multiplat.
I will say this. Or
PlayStation just offered more money.
I will say this. I see games, advertisement for games no different than movies. Like, look at all the upcoming movies. When we see teaser trailers for movies that won't come out for like a year and a half. Do you know why? Because you have to get that momentum build up. So going back to the PlayStation commercial, I know a lot of gamers are like, why are you showing us games that won't come out for a year and a half? It's because those that know won't come out for a year and a half are the hardcore. There are a lot of casuals that do not know Spider-Man's coming on PS4.
True.
And Sony doesn't want to wait till 2018 to let them know, because that, believe it or not, a commercial like that, if someone comes, like there's Spider-Man fanboys out there, if someone sees that commercial like at 8:00 at night, and they be like, wait a minute, Spider-Man's coming to PlayStation 4? Is it coming to Xbox? No, it's not. Oh shit, then I'm not getting an Xbox. I'm gonna get a PlayStation 4.
But that's what I'm talking about with Microsoft.
Exactly.
They can do those small little things.
And I agree.
You don't have to do it all the time. Small little things will help.
You know, if somebody
Microsoft really needs marketing this generation.
Let's say like Scalebound. Some people are not going to get an Xbox because there's no JRPGs, but Scalebound is coming. But if Microsoft doesn't tell people now that, hey, this holiday, look at Scalebound, look at Crackdown, look at this game, look at State of Decay.
Then you're screwed.
Don't see it, they're gonna go for PlayStation, and then 7 8 years later, it will be like, if I would have known about that, I would have bought an Xbox, but I didn't know, because not everybody.
And a lot of people cannot afford to be. But like you said earlier, Puerto Rock, there's not a lot of people that can afford to be a multi-console owner. So they got to choose.
Yes, they got to pick. They're gonna make a choice.
So. They can afford both. Okay? People on budgets. Mm-hmm. And families are on budgets, so they tell their children to choose.
Some people don't want both. because majority of the games already, like majority of what they're gonna play, is already on that console. They're gonna get the Call of Duty, they're gonna get the Division, they're gonna get the Splinter Cell, they're gonna get the Red Dead, they're gonna get the Fallout, yada 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 yada. So missing out on 1 or 2 exclusives ain't that big of a deal to them. You're like, oh my God, you never played Halo? They're like, okay, fine, I'll live. I'll live 1 generation and not playing Halo. Oh my God, you never played Uncharted? Yeah, I'll live not playing Uncharted this gen. Don't worry, it'll be okay. You know what I'm saying?
Sony.
See, but for me as a gamer, I'm a hardcore gamer. I gotta play my games on both sides. I gotta play those good games on both sides. I can't go again with saying, well, this one. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah. Now remember, there's not 80 million people like you. That's the key.
I know.
Microsoft, Sony wants to sell 80 to 100 million consoles. There's not 80 million gamers that think like that. Many gamers are happy with one console and just buying a lot of shitload of games and not worrying about playing an Uncharted or playing a Bloodborne. They'll be okay because they have so many that they can play on the console that they prefer.
But then you got even those people who buy the console and don't support the console.
Yeah, they buy like 1 or 2 games. They buy
1 or 2 or 3 games and they don't do shit with it.
Yeah, they buy 2K and Call of Duty. So it doesn't matter what.
They buy that malt liquor special.
Like monitored.
Yeah, malt liquor. You know what I'm saying? They go from 2K to Call of Duty and Madden, and it's the same 3 games they rotate. And then they be like, "Yo, this is the best console ever." Like what?
Thank you. I'll say the same shit all the time. People don't realize.
They be like, "Yo, PlayStation's a shit." Yeah, what you playing? I'm playing 2K and Madden and Call of Duty. Man, that ain't shit, bro. You're not doing anything different.
Exactly.
Like, if you're gonna say this is the best console ever, it should be what that console could do, not just Call of Duty. Because fuck, even on PC you could do that.
So if you look at earlier this year, you hardly saw any PlayStation or Microsoft ads because I see it as all of a sudden the PS4 Pro's launched and you see all these PlayStation ads because PlayStation really wants to market their next console, and that's what Xbox wants to do. But the Xbox One S, the PS4 Pro is a more powerful console, and Microsoft doesn't want to waste the money on marketing the Xbox One S when there's a more powerful system out there. So they're going to really put I'll bet you.
Well, I agree with 2017. I agree with them doing that.
You are going to see a Microsoft advertisement every single commercial break because they're going to go full blast just like they did with the 360.
Like with what? With Scorpio or like with what? With Scorpio? You're talking about? Or?
Next year.
Or next year with Scorpio?
I don't think you're going to see that many advertisements. I don't think so. Because, like you said before, Microsoft has enough money. They give them a limited budget, as you say. You said that. And they're not going to use that money to advertise. And that's why I think they're wrong. They need to do it around the holiday time and Super Bowl time.
They could have used the money.
People actually watch. But you keep saying that they're going to put these commercials out. I don't think so. I don't think so.
If Microsoft is really serious about this,
before, why would they do it now?
True, but if Microsoft is really serious about this, they're definitely going to go full blast in 2017. Because I'm not saying this is their last shot, but to actually make a difference, 2017 is the time to do it. And also, not getting in a different subject, but Scorpio's pricing has to be $500 or lower. Hopefully it'll be that. But with the marketing, I've seen more Xbox ads on television than PlayStation, but I've seen more PlayStation ads on YouTube than TV.
If they're going to make it $500?
Shit, I saw.
Let me tell you something. Then you know what they need to do? They need to put some exclusive games with that for $500.
I'm gonna tell you. That's
you ain't guaranteed a good console. Look what happened to your Slim.
It won't happen.
Yeah.
That's because this isn't a new generation of consoles. People have to look at these references. You're just buying a more powerful PS4 or more powerful Xbox One. But make no mistake,
that's what I'm saying.
Games, you're not gonna get an exclusive on Scorpio. They already said they're not doing that.
See, that's what I'm saying. But see, that's what I'm saying. That's the other problem I had with both sides bringing out consoles mid-gen. Why didn't you just let this generation run out, bring us the motherfucking games, and then bring us a new one, a new console? What? 2018, 2020, whatever you want to do. Then bring us the most powerful motherfucking consoles you both got. Why bring out shit mid-gen?
Yo, Princess, I'm there with you because, it's sad that I could buy a brand new mid-gen console and yet I still have to wait for Rockstar's first current-gen game, Red Dead, next year. Because if you notice, they have yet to release a current-gen game. They just been rehashing Grand Theft Auto 5. They haven't done anything. Rockstar has done nothing this gen. Red Dead is next year.
So you get what I'm saying?
So we're gonna buy a.
What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get with these new consoles?
Yeah, nothing. It's just the current gen games. That's it. More powerful games,
exactly, and
better looking games. But make no mistake, they are still Xbox One and PlayStation 4 games.
Exactly.
Bottom line.
And the other thing is
crazy.
The other thing is they're pushing that 4K shit down people's throats.
Nobody wants that. Nobody. Who has a 4K?
Nobody cares about it.
Nobody wants 4K.
I'm not saying. Well, what I'm saying is nobody cares about 4K.
Nobody
cares about resolution anymore. We want games. We want quality games. We want graphics. We don't care about fucking resolution. And that's what people don't get.
We care about frame rate and we care about games because you don't want a crappy frame rate, like 20 frames per second. You're not going to have fun. You want exactly what Sony promised with the PlayStation 4. You're going to have 60 frames per second on every game, and you're going to have these great exclusives. I don't see that anywhere.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. So on both sides, people fucked up.
They really did.
They're pushing shit down people's throats. They're pushing shit down people's throat, which I don't agree is right. And that goes not only with consoles, that goes in real life too. I ain't gonna get on the subject. That's another subject we can talk about. I'm gonna leave that alone. But they gotta stop trying to force people. They don't realize you're casuals, okay, which they say they get the most money from.
Mm-hmm.
On budgets. Why are you trying to force them to buy another console? And then you gotta buy this TV with it, and you gotta buy this controller with it. By the time you're done, you're spending $1,500 fucking dollars for what? And then you got no games.
Exactly.
I will say this:
get out of here.
This is probably one thing Sony and Microsoft didn't bank on, but a lot of the people that are planning to get the Pro are people who already own the console. Like me, I'm gonna get the Pro, right? But here's the thing. When I buy the, you're right. Okay, what's going on, my man? Yo, can I got down 911 and shit?
Hey, what's going on over there?
What's going on over there? The spider on me, bro.
Oh shit, man! Somebody get
man, Sony trying to sway me, bro.
Oh shit! Somebody get the Benadryl, man. My man's allergic.
Oh shit!
Like shit. But here's the thing. So let's say I get the Pro. Let's say Princess, you get the Scorpio. Let's say each of us get the new consoles. Here's the thing. If each of us get these upgraded consoles, we did not grow the fan base because we were already part of the ecosystem. It's not like we're gonna start buying new games now. You understand what I'm saying? So when they go, fucking Xbox One S, one MPD, how many of those were people that already owned the Xbox? How many? You know what I'm saying? If Sony announced, Pro was successful, how many Pro buyers were people that already owned the PlayStation 4? Because the game sales is not going to increase because it's the same people. They were already buying games. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't think Sony and Microsoft factored into that a lot of these purchases are going to be done by people that already own the platform. So they already count towards the numbers of software sales, So hardware sales are selling more, but the software sale may not be increasing along with it because it's the same people buying the console.
But you know what? It's not only that. You got to realize. And, people are going to probably put hate on me for this, but there's not that much of a fucking difference between the Xbox, One, and the Pro that I could see right now, very marginal, and between PlayStation 4 and their system.
Mm-hmm.
games are performing
The Pro.
worse on the Pro.
That's what I'm hearing. So you're not. That's what I'm saying, and you're not even getting better quality games and all that shit with it.
Yeah, it's the 4K
Exactly.
push. It's the 4K push. That's what they're doing.
See,
And they need to stop with that 4K push.
See, I see. Like this was just a hiccup in the road because it's the transition of HD to UHD or whatever they call it. I wish this transition happened when the PS4 and the Xbox One launched, because now it's just kind of a big bump in the road.
Yeah, my thing is that if they were going to do 4K, they should have done it next gen and let us just play out this gen with better games and let them concentrate on games for 4K and all that and do it next gen with the TVs and everything else. Stop ramming shit down people's throats, because that's how you're going to kill the industry. That's how you're going to kill it. You're going to kill it by ramming shit down people's throats, because the casuals who you claim are the moneymakers are not going to go out and keep buying this shit. They're not going to. They're casuals. And who's going to suffer? People like us that do these podcasts and are hardcore gamers. We're going to suffer. We're not going to get what we want. We're not going to get what we deserve. We got to go with what the casual wants.
Mm-hmm.
That's not fair. We promote your asses.
Yeah.
And y'all need to, they need to get their ass in gear and listen sometimes. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
I think with this hardware, it did on both platforms, because you notice exclusives on both platforms have been very few in between, right?
Yes.
On both platforms. I know the non-fanboy, both platforms have been doing a terrible job of trying to provide exclusives all year long. You know what I'm saying? It's always some type of break. Sony has it in the beginning of the year, but then they dry out towards the end. Microsoft's the opposite.
Exactly.
They have a dry start in the beginning, and then they provide the games in the end. But they have been doing a bad job of having a complete year of quality gaming from start to finish, right? And I think
it's crazy because I said this in one of my podcasts.
Yes.
You said the same exact thing I said in one of my podcasts.
I clearly see it. Some people don't see it. Like, they'll be like, oh, no, Xbox. Like, oh, they say, all right, PlayStation has a lot of amazing games. So I'm like, oh, send me these games. Oh, we got Ratchet. Okay. We got Street Fighter. We got Uncharted. And they keep naming games. I'm like, you realize all those games came out in February, March, April. Right? Okay.
Right.
Yeah. What game came out in September? What game came out in July?
October.
They can't name nothing. Right?
November.
And they can't name
December.
nothing. And then I go, all right, so let's go on the Xbox side. What games you playing? Oh, Xbox got all the games. We got Gears of War. Okay, what else? Forza, Recore. All right. When did those games come out? They came out in September, October. What did you do in February? What did you do in May? You know what I'm saying?
I know.
And they realized, holy shit, we weren't playing shit. Exactly.
We playing multiplayer.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's playing multiplayer or fucking backwards compatible games.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody, so both companies have been doing a terrible job, because I think part of their focus is hardware.
Hold on, somebody's got some bad feedback.
Oh, shit. What's
Not me this time. Not me.
Hey, hold on. What's going on here? Hold on. Let me see.
I think it's
Did it go away?
all day.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay, that was all day.
That's better.
All right.
That was all day.
Yeah. Okay, then I gotta mute. All right. Okay, anyway. So I think because these companies, all the people, decision makers on both platforms, they've been trying to work this 4K strategy that they lost the plot on keeping their developers in line on coming out with content. You know what I'm saying? They lost the plot because the hardware was their focus. I don't think it has anything to do with money and marketing. I think Sony and Microsoft, they got more than enough money to market their games and get in line, but their focus and planning and board meetings and all this stuff was based around hardware, So every day they're talking about the 4K strategy. Every day they're talking about how they're going to market this console and what they're going to do, right? And what's ended up happening, what the hell was that? Man, this is the weirdest show ever. Anyway, so they're marketing these hardware, and they're not realizing, hey, wait a minute, what are we doing with the software? Who we sending out to Japan to shake hands and kiss babies to get more games? Who are we sending to Europe, to make more games? You know what I'm saying? They're not doing that because they're all in a boardroom just focusing on hardware, focusing on checkerboard and how Mark Cerny's going to talk about this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's the problem. We have to get these hardware out the way so they could go back. Because normally any other gen, they release the console and then that's it. They release the console, nothing else to talk about. Now it's just games, third-party relationships, and more games. And maybe a little bit of the online and talk about that. But I think between Pro, Scorpio, VR, Microsoft's also trying to talk about VR and Oculus. All this hardware is making them lose the plot on what these consoles are supposed to bring for the rest of the gen. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's killing us.
True. I think we went way off topic.
Yo, that shit was
Yeah.
hits home. This topic,
Listen,
out of all the topics, hits home.
I'm gonna have to go soon because I didn't realize how long we were on. I mean, you usually don't even do your podcast this long, and we went crazy tonight.
Yeah, I think this is probably one of the podcasts I had because of so many personalities and opinions, and y'all brought a lot to the table. So I think we want to call it quits because everybody's having that gaming itch, and fucking all day, he has to
yes.
Move. You know what I'm saying? Orca, something fucking around on the podcast. But anyway, does anybody have any parting words? So
the only thing I want to say is I appreciate you inviting me here, Puerto Rock.
And
I had a blast. It was an excellent podcast, and I can't wait for you when you're on mine.
Oh hell yeah! I gotta play on Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on my.
We gotta do that too.
You know what I'm saying? I'm working
okay.
I'm trying to. All
right.
I'm gonna give you some of that '90s Street Fighter. I'm gonna show you how we old folks do it back in the day.
All right, you do that. Bring it. All right.
All right.
Bring it.
HP Hulk Pounder. What you got? Any party time?
Thank you for having me on and saving me from being bored and staring at this broken thing.
My man's gonna
and all the games I want to play.
Got no games.
The motherfucker's gonna open the top up and give it a spinning head start. Shit.
Oh shit. Thank you for coming up, HPnorth, and all day video theory. Any parting shots?
Shouts out to everybody about to get fat tomorrow, man. Everybody have a good Thanksgiving. I know I'm gonna enjoy mine. And keep it gaming, bro.
That's it. Hey, from behalf of the cast, I hope everybody who's listening have a great holiday season, a great Thanksgiving. May you be in good health in your family. But this is your host, the Latin assassin, the Papi from the Bodega, Puerto Rock 77. You know what I'm saying? 60 frames, no lag. You know that sound. I had an amazing cast. Thank you all for being part of it. I hope you all enjoyed it. And you know what I'm saying? Take care. Enjoy Turkey Day. And we out this motherfucker. If you use that sound, I want to check. Laters.